And we're live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to StoneOnSports Live. I'm Andrew Michael Stone, of course. Thank you for tuning in. And of course, thank you to Classic Premium E-Juice and the guys at G2 Vape. Thank you so much for your support. They're giving away, well, they're not giving away. I'm giving away starter kits if you guys want to quit smoking, you or a loved one. Now's the time because Christmas time is almost here. So if you want to give somebody the gift of health and the gift of life, if you will, please don't be shy. Of course, I want to thank Boston Pizza. They've given away so many gift cards and they've made so many people happy, including young families, including couples, including, anybody, a couple of buddies as well. $25 every single week just for tuning in, just for subscribing, the whole 9 yards. It's been really, really cool. Thank you to you guys. And of course, Royal Barbershop, 3818 Boulevard Taschereau, giving away a free haircut every week. They're the best, hands down. Not just on the South Shore, overall. Now, I have a great show for you guys today. There's a lot that I want to go through. First things first, of course, it's important for us to talk about the Champions League and the World Cup. The Champions League, the preliminary rounds are done. We're moving on to the round of 16 very soon. And the World Cup, well, obviously it hasn't started yet. It starts next summer, but I absolutely cannot wait because that's my favorite tournament by far, my favorite sports event by a mile. And it should be pretty interesting because this year, well, next year I should say, Egypt is part of it. So there's a lot riding on that. So let's, obviously, I will get into the Max Pacioretty saga, random thoughts on everything that's going on with Max Pacioretty. The return, of course, of Basic Bitches of Sports and Jackass of the Week. So pretty cool, pretty fun lineup ready for you guys. And let's jump into it right away with the Champions League, of course. So Carlo Campo wrote a really good article for thescore.com. And I'm going to show that to you guys right over here, actually. Wrote a really good one. And he talked about who can play who in the knockout phase. So obviously the 16 teams remaining are those right over here. I'm not going to, name them all for you guys. I think you guys can read. I hope you guys can read, And obviously on Monday at the UEFA's headquarters in Switzerland, they're going to, hold the draw for the round of 16, the elimination phase, of course. And I can't wait. There are some solid teams there. There are some of the big guns, of course, the ones that you would expect to be where they are right now. And, of course, I mean, there are a couple of teams that have nothing to lose. So here it goes to show you. The article is really well written, and it talks about the group winners and who they can play. So what I did is I, made a little exercise over here with quite a lot of bias. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you guys who I want to see each team play. Okay, so for starters, Manchester United, and just a quick spoiler alert over here. In case you guys didn't know that I am a Manchester United supporter, there's a signed Robin Van Persie frame over here from 2013 when they won the Barclays Premier League. It was called the Barclays Premier League back then. So, yeah, spoiler alert, just a little reminder. So, moving along. So, Manchester United, from a personal standpoint, from a biased standpoint, who do I want to see them play? Well, I want to see them play Real Madrid, right? Just because those are teams that I'm a fan of. Manchester United is my first team. Real Madrid is my second team. So those two teams, that would be a lot of fun. I think it'd be great for Manchester United to actually take on a really formidable opponent. I think that would be cool. Paris Saint-Germain. Let's see them go up against Juventus. I want to see how Paris Saint-Germain's offense can, their potent offense with Neymar and Kylian Mbappe and Edison Cavani, and you name everybody from the midfield and the defense. They're as mobile as they get. I'd love to see them play against the stifling style of Juventus, right? That kind of counterattack, high pressure, defend and wait till you make a mistake kind of style. I'd love to see how that goes. With regards to Roma, I'm honestly not really a huge fan. So I'm going to put them up against Porto because I'm not really a huge fan of Porto either. So either or, both teams I'm not really invested in. I'd love to see Barcelona take on Chelsea. I would love to see Liverpool keep moving forward. I think fans have been waiting way too long for them to do anything of any true merit. So it'd be great to see Liverpool move on. So I have them up against Shakhtar, who honestly they did pretty decently for them to make it to the round of 16. The round of 16. But at the same time, I think it's an easy win for Liverpool. Manchester City. I know one person who's listening to this right now who loves Manchester City. Every time we play FIFA together, I'm Manchester United. He's Manchester City. There happens to be a little bit of drinking along the way, but Manchester City versus Bayern Munich. Let's just see what two top teams can do. And I have Besiktas versus Basel because these are two teams who have nothing to lose, and I think that would make for very, very interesting football. And, of course, Tottenham Hotspur, underdogs in the Premier League, versus Sevilla, who are also underdogs in the Premier League. I think that would be absolutely incredible. So that's what I think with regards to the Champions League. Now, there aren't really any true controversies going on these days, besides the obvious, right? Like, obviously, there's everything that's going on in Parc des Princes in Paris, where it's a struggle of egos between Neymar and Edison Cavani, and it'll be really interesting to see how that all plays out. But I really want to see Manchester United go the distance. Like, I mean, let it be known. That's just honest to God. That's just the way that I see it. Now, let's talk about the World Cup for a second, because you may or may not know this. Before StoneOnSports.com, I wrote an article where I picked, I laid out every group, all 8 groups, and I talked about who I believe are the favorites moving forward. Now, surprise, surprise, for Group A, which consists of the host nation, of course, Russia. There's Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Uruguay. Obviously, I picked Egypt, right? But realistically, it's a toss-up between Egypt, Uruguay, and Russia to be on top. But however, there are 2 teams from every group that move on, similarly to the concept of the Champions League, of course. So I picked Egypt here, not because I think they're necessarily a strong team. I just think they're riding the momentum of one of the proudest nations in the world. I think they're also riding the Mohamed Salah train. This dude is he's the high scorer in Europe right now, or at least he was last week. I haven't checked until recently, but at the time that I wrote that article, he had more goals, I think, even than Ronaldo and even than Messi. So, he's the Egyptian wonder kid, and he's making everybody proud right now. And of course, as I wrote, it might be tempting to crown Uruguay's potent offense, especially the 1-2 punch of Luis Suarez and Edison Cavani as champs. But the truth is, Russia riding the momentum of their fans who are there, who are present as well. I think that makes for really, really interesting stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and, despite myself, choose Egypt and Russia to come out of Group A. In Group B, you have Portugal, Spain, Morocco, and Iran. I have, obviously, Spain and Portugal, making it past that round. I opted with Spain because of their first of all, their goaltender. He's the Carey fucking Price of. Okay, I'm sorry. I was asked nicely to kind of cut down on the swearing, so I'm trying to do my best. So bear with me over here, okay? But David De Gea is the Carey Price of soccer. He keeps his team in it. He makes these spectacular saves, and he's. I don't want to say he's their best player, but he's definitely up there. And of course, their possession style of play makes things very, very interesting. I really like what David De Gea does. Of course, Portugal, they won the Euro in 2016, so the chances of them not moving forward are probably very slim. France, Australia, Peru, and Denmark. France has a pretty easy group. They're obviously the favorites here, but if I had to pick a second team, I'd have to say Australia, because Lord knows Peru's pretty tough, actually, come to think of it. But I'm going to go with Australia, just because, all right? Group D, Argentina, Iceland. There's Croatia and Nigeria. The favorite is Lionel Messi. No, I mean Argentina. Argentina's going to move forward, and I honestly think Croatia is probably next best, second best, I should say, because they have obviously Luka Modric, they have Ivan Rakitic, they have Ivan Perisic, I guess. Sorry, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but pretty good group right over there. Group E: Brazil, Switzerland, Costa Rica, and Serbia. I'm gonna go with Brazil, of course, because they have every reason in the world. They're stacked, just stacked, purely stacked, and I can't decide honestly. I think maybe Serbia because they're in phenomenal shape. So maybe Brazil and Serbia will move forward. Group F: Germany, Mexico, Sweden, Korea Republic. Obviously Germany, if they're not gonna win the freaking tournament, right? I call them the Detroit Red Wings of the last 25 years. Always good. They develop their players well. They always make it to the important rounds. Well, up until last year and probably not this year with regards to the Detroit Red Wings specifically, but nonetheless. And I think Mexico's got it. Chicharito. Love that dude. Okay, Group G: Belgium, Panama, Tunisia, England. Obviously, Belgium is they might be I don't want to call them a bit of an underdog because for the World Cup tournament itself, I think that they actually have the most potent attack. They could score from anywhere. They could score from within the box, from outside the box, from anywhere on set pieces, whatever it may be, free kicks. Honestly, Belgium and England, except England is going to disappoint the hell out of everybody like they do year in, year out. And, of course, Group H: Poland, Senegal, Colombia, and Japan. I'm going to go with Poland because they have arguably one of the best strikers on the entire planet. This guy could shoot with both feet. He could do whatever he wants, honestly, with the ball. Get him the ball and just watch what this monster of a man, Robert Lewandowski, does. And, of course, Colombia, well, they have pretty good depth at the midfield. They have James Rodriguez, of course, who can play pretty well, shoot incredibly with his left. So that's that for the FIFA World Cup. Should be fun. If you're a casual fan, now's the time to get into it, honestly, because it's just amazing what those tournaments can do and the emotions that it brings up. Of course, without Italy there and without Netherlands there, it's kind of sucks. I'm happy, but I'm not, because as much as people love to rag on Italy, the truth is that they're still a good team, and there's a lot to appreciate about that team. All right? Okay, folks, let's move on to the Max Pacioretty saga. Here are a couple of random thoughts for you. When are people going to stop shitting on this dude? Come on, man. Okay, I get it. He's not having the best season. Technically, he's on pace for 25 goals or 26 goals this season, and I can understand why people are mad about that. But the way the media is painting him, and especially the Francophone press, but the Anglophone press is not helping either. The way he is being painted, you would think this dude is sleeping with everybody's wives. What's going on? I don't know how many more times I have to defend Max Pacioretty. I don't personally know him. I really don't. And frankly, as a person, as a human being, I don't want to say I don't care about him, but I don't know him. So I can't say anything with regards to that. But here's the deal. This is a team that has been middle of the pack good for the last 25 plus years. Even when the team won the Stanley Cup, in '86 and in '93, well, guess what? They were still a middle of the pack team. Their identity was always relying on the goaltender, and there was very little scoring support. Even nowadays, there's very little scoring support. But Max Pacioretty, for some reason, gets singled out. He's the whipping boy. Year after year after year, around this time, he becomes the whipping boy, and then he goes on another tear because he's a streaky player, and he ends up being a 30-goal scorer, 35-goal scorer, and he always comes close to 40. I don't know if he will this year. But guess what? You have to live with the fact that Max Pacioretty can have a bad season. He can. He still has another year left on his contract of $4.5 million. And I understand that people are talking about the fact that his trade value is probably is very high. Right now, it's on the decline a little bit. Where were you guys when Carey Price's trade value was at its highest 2 years ago? Where were you guys? Do you really think we can continue to rely on Carey Price to be the savior of this team? If Max Pacioretty gets traded, mark my words, we will all hate that trade. Regardless of what the return is, we will hate it. Because you're going to see he's going to go somewhere else and he's going to succeed much more. Okay, so I put together a couple of stats over here. Okay, I'm pulling out my phone because I had written them down over here. Let's look at the last 5 years, right? Since the change, the organizational change and everything that happened in 2012. So let's look at the lockout shortened season. In 2012 and 2013, I put together a list of statistics with regards to how many times or how many games Max Pacioretty was held pointless. Not just goalless. I'm talking pointless. So no goals and no assists, okay? In 2012, 2013, he played in 44 out of the 48 games. Remember, it was a lockout shortened season, okay? 44 out of the 48 games. He was held pointless for, do you know how many? 18 games. So for 18 out of 44, that's 40%. Okay? 2013, 2014, he's held pointless for 36 games out of the 73 that he played. That is almost exactly 50%. Imagine that. For half of the games in 2013, 2014, he's held pointless. In 2014, 2015, he's held pointless for 33 games out of the 80 that he played, so that's 41%. In 2015, 2016, he's held pointless for 34 games out of all 82, which is good for 41%. And last year, he missed one game, and he was held pointless for 38 games, 41%. Do you guys get this right now? Do you see what I'm trying to say to you here? This guy always disappears for 40% of the season. That's what he does. But he is a potent goal scorer. You need him to do well. You need him. You need to encourage him. And you need to live with the fact that sometimes he's not always going to crash the net. And he's not always going to make that nifty move and that perfect pass and all that kind of stuff. But let me tell you something. Honestly, he really does do well. And he really does have a tendency to pull it off. That's what he always does. This is exactly what he always does. Here, look, let's just look at his stats for 1 second, okay? Look over here. 2012, 2013, he had 15 goals, okay, in 44 games. You do the math, that's a 30-goal season. 2013, look at it. In 73 games, and he missed 30, he was pointless for 36 games of the 73 that he played. 39 goals, 60 points. Do you realize it's rare to find somebody like Max Pacioretty. 2014, 2015, he has 37 goals in 80 games. He's held pointless for 33. 2015, 2016, he's held pointless for 34 games. He's got 64 points and 30 goals. Give me a break. Last year, 81. Last year was when people really started piling on him. 81 games. He missed 38 games. He didn't score, or he didn't put up any points in 38 games. He still pulled off 35 goals. So guess what? That is the tendency with Max Pacioretty. Here's what I will say. Because Max Pacioretty comes up later in my Jackass of the Week, okay? That segment. He's not the Jackass of the Week, I guarantee it, because he's doing everything he possibly can to earn the respect from everybody, from the media to the fans, to the analysts, the bloggers, the journalists, everybody. And yet somehow people keep piling on him. Look, here's my theory, and I'm just going to put it out there. Take it or leave it. Two things. First of all, I really do think this is the year that Max Pacioretty gets traded, which would be stupid. because you can't replace that kind of potent offense. Okay, I'm telling you right now. You want to see this team succeed, you don't trade your best scorer, one of the best scorers in the league for the last 5 years. You don't do that. It's not like he's a problem child. He's not. He's not on drugs and partying and hooking up with hookers and doing lines of blow off their tits or whatever. That's not Max Pacioretty. Max Pacioretty is a family guy. He's a good example. He's your captain, for the love of God. So please respect the shit out of him. My second theory is that the media is doing its absolute best to make sure that we hate that dude so that we don't miss him when he's gone. Let me tell you something. I guarantee you we're going to miss Max Pacioretty when he's gone. Please, I don't want to do this every week where I have to come on the air and defend him. Please, for the love of God, don't make me do that, okay? It gets boring for me. I'm sure it gets boring for you, okay? We're going to miss Max Pacioretty when he's gone. All right, now, it's time to have a little bit of fun here, okay? Because obviously, I like to do that. So I have my analyses. I have my critical thought. I like to, look at very serious things. But at the same time, there are two segments that I absolutely adore. And the women have told me that they love this next one. It's time for... Did you guys see that animation? So I picked like the most generic beat that I could possibly... Hold on, one more time, just for good measure. Oh my God. I picked the most generic song that I could think of. I really have to find one of those like trashy, like what one of those songs that you find in a club when you're like 19 years old. Like something like that. Like just some. I gotta find the most generic beat. And that's the most generic one that I found, and I think it's so funny. I thank you to Alex for the animation. It's Basic Bitches of Sports. Every single week I pick a male athlete and a female athlete, and I crown them Basic Bitches of Sports, at least for a week. As you could tell over here, I have obviously Brazil and Russia. I have a Brazilian soccer player who is the Basic Bitch of the week. And of course, I have a Russian MMA fighter. So without further ado, let's get started with our male Basic Bitch of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, a man I kind of respect, and he's going to be playing in the World Cup of in Russia in 2018. But nonetheless, Dani Alves. First of all, I'm going to try my hardest not to look at this picture, but every time I do, it makes me gag. Ugh. No one wants to see your foot, dude. Ugh. I keep looking at it. I really shouldn't be looking at it. It's disgusting. First of all, male Basic Bitch, no one wants to see your foot. So to all the men out there, please stop putting your feet on Instagram. No one wants to see a dude's foot, okay? I don't care about your tattoos. There are no 4-leaf clovers in Brazil. Are there? I'm honestly not sure. I'm seriously asking the question. So first of all, Dani Alves, you're a basic bitch because of this foot picture. Second of all, Dani Alves, you're a basic bitch because these are the ugliest glasses I've ever seen in my life. What the hell are those? How are those styled? Those probably cost a couple of $1,000s, right? Realistically speaking over here. Well, they're fucking ugly. Sorry, I swore again. I'm trying not to, but I can't help it. Sometimes it gets the best of me, especially when I see stupid shit like this. Damn it. See, there I go again. First of all, Dani Alves is a basic bitch because of this foot. Second of all, he's a basic bitch because of this photo, right? Those glasses, because those are the ugliest glasses I've ever seen. Third of all, these are also the ugliest glasses that I've ever seen. Who do you think you are? You think you're like freaking, what the hell is that French band there? The fucking Daft Punk? You think you're Daft Punk, like mixed in with Kanye West or something? What the hell are you doing, man? Those are ugly. So third of all, those are the ugliest glasses I've ever seen. Fourth of all, let's just look at this dude, okay? Every picture he makes, it's a stupid face. Stupid face. Stupid face with the legendary rocker and legendary stoner, by the way, Lenny Kravitz. I read Slash's autobiography, and I know for a fact Lenny Kravitz needs his weed to feed his inspiration, his creativity, which is pretty cool. I salute that. Stupid face. Fourth of all, what the fuck, man? What are you doing? Another one of those? Are those the same glasses, or is it just a different shade here? This is like the lenses are different. Oh wait, don't tell me those are like clip-on lenses or whatever the hell they are. Come on, stop. I don't know who your stylist is, but those are disgusting glasses. He's probably singing here, so I'll spare you guys, okay? Stupid face, stupid face. Keep going. Stupid face, basic bitch face, basic bitch face. This is where it gets terrible. Do you see this? I'm still here. I just... What are you, like the Brazilian George Michael? What the hell are you doing, man? What is this? I feel like he's going to break out into a song soon, you know? I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet that got no rhythm. See, look at it. No, and I tried, I don't know what that accent was, but look at this. Wrong. This is wrong. Don't do that. That's again, with the foot. Why? Ugh. I feel like hurling, man. Stop. And no, okay, so here's the best part. Are you guys ready for this? Where is his stupid face? Of course, stupid face. Over here, he's playing the guitar. Get your ass back on the football field, Danny. We have the World Cup to practice for. And then over here, this is probably my favorite one. This is the one that really goes to show that Dani Alves is the basic bitch of sports. First of all, look at this chick, right? She's probably looking at him and going, wow, he's so gay. But it's kind of cool. I found my new gay BFF. And then just watch this. Just telling you right now. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough, Dani Alves. That is enough. Oh, yeah. Speaking of gay, just putting it out there. Look at this. Congratulations, Dani Alves. You're going to the World Cup next year. But you're also this week's male athlete, basic bitch of sports. And now, let's do this. You guys ready for this? You guys ready? Okay, so am I. Now, the girl that I chose over here, the female athlete, basic bitch of sports, is the one and only Anastasia Yankova. Why did I choose her? First of all, my girlfriend, who happens to be Eastern European, she sends me these things every once in a while, and she's like, hey, check it out. This is a good idea. Here's a good basic bitch for you to look at. Okay, so here's why Anastasia Yankova is a basic bitch. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Pout, 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 pout. Oh, no, wait. That basic bitch pose. Stand on your tiptoes, show off the ass, and write some stupid, inspirational fucking thing. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to swear right now, okay? What the fuck is that? Who the fuck takes these pictures of these basic bitches, and how do you convince that person to do that? That's what I want to know. Look at little peachy bomb. You want to see little peachy bomb? I'm going to show you. Only 10,895 likes? Oh, this is no good. Next time I show more booty. That basic bitch pose, just go back to episode 5 of Stone on Sports Live, and you'll understand why. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Pouting, 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 showing off abs while pouting, 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 duck face, duck face, duck face, duck face. It just never ends with Anastasia. It just never ends. And here's the worst one, okay? Like that ass picture was pretty bad. This is the worst. What? Please, ladies, if you are paying attention to this, or men, if you're watching this, or if you're going to watch this later, please show your ladies this, okay? And let me tell you something right now, okay? That is not attractive. It's not the fact that there's anything wrong with her body. I'm not going to shame anybody for their bodies or anything like that. What I will shame people for is their fucking stupidity, okay? This is what's wrong with social media. This is what's wrong with Instagram. This is what makes people go crazy, feel bad about themselves, have low confidence, so on and so on and so on. This is what's wrong, okay? Anastasia, you're the basic bitch of the week. You're probably going to be a basic bitch for the rest of your life because God knows once you start getting those likes, it's like heroin. You just want more. You just want more likes. Oh, shit. You want to know who the worst is? You guys remember Stitch Albu, right? Alexandra Albu. So here's the deal. Remember I was showing you guys all her basic bitch poses and everything? This is how bad it's become now for Stitch Albu. This is how bad it's become. Are you guys ready for this? Can you believe this? Can you believe this picture? You're supposed to be a professional fighter. That is shameful. That is shameful. And honest to God, I'm done. I'm done with the basic bitches. Up next, what do we have? Oh, we've got a good one for you folks. This is my personal favorite one. Are you ready? My personal favorite one is Jackass of the Week. Thank you again, Alex, for putting that together. One more time. Just okay. So every week, a tweet by a member of the media. It usually tends to be a tweet by the members of the mainstream media here in Montreal, but every week I choose somebody to be crowned my Jackass of the Week. Why? Because honestly, it's just way easier that way, and it's a lot of fun. So here's the deal, okay? It kind of goes back to the Max Pacioretty saga, the second segment of this show, and the truth be told, there's a French website. That's what I've highlighted right there on your screen. You see that on your screen? On that side, right there. Here is the deal. There is such thing as propaganda, right? And I may not know the full extent of the definition, but I do know that it has a lot to do with, spreading ideas and generally with negative undertones about something or somebody or discourse or whatever it may be, and it usually has a bit of a political stance and it's there to influence. Now, in the case of the Montreal Canadiens, it's kind of the same thing with this fucking website. Dans les coulisses. They put out a tweet, okay? They put out a tweet. One sec, sorry. So they put out a tweet that said 6 of the 8 goals that Max Pacioretty scored this season. This was on December 6th, so this was 2 days ago. He wrote, 6 of the 8 goals that Max Pacioretty scored this season were scored against teams in the Eastern Conference that, if the playoffs started today, would not be in the playoffs. So I think to myself, another French, medium that is talking trash about Max Pacioretty. And then here's the cool thing. This dude, GF Croteau, I don't know if that's his real name, but credit to you, my man. Bravo à toi. Vraiment, là, je te salue infiniment. Okay? But 7 of Byron's 9 goals and 10 of Gallagher's 13 came against non-playoff teams as well. So that's why I called it propaganda. They're trying to paint Max Pacioretty in a negative picture. And then they said, there's no agenda. Just simply statistics. And, we talked especially about the Montreal Canadiens. And I went, right. As in, like, I'm not buying your shit. Okay? I'm not. And then again, here's what happened. Okay. And then later, they post another one where they talk about Max Pacioretty pouting. Le bougonnage de Pacioretty a fait jaser suite à la victoire éclatante de samedi dernier. After a huge win, remember they destroyed the Detroit Red Wings 10-1. Well, apparently Max Pacioretty, because we have experts in body language here, which by the way, they're not. Okay, they're dumb. So experts in body language apparently, okay, are saying that Max Pacioretty is pouting and he's unhappy and everything. So here's what I did. I wrote, no agenda. Huh? Really? So let me break it down for you. Whether you claim that you're, quote, reporting what has been said about him, whether that's Ron Fournier or Tony Marinaro, or name any other jackass, because don't worry, there'll be jackasses of the week. Believe you me. Okay? Let me break it down for you. Regardless of what you're reporting, what you're saying, you're painting him in a negative image, in a negative light. And that's shameful. You can't pretend with me. I am not stupid. Okay? I am not stupid. I am many things. But stupid, I am not. And I don't like being wanked. Okay? So to speak. All I'm saying is if we keep this up, we're going to lose Max Pacioretty. We're going to miss him. That's what's going to happen. It's hard to replace that kind of offense. But don't pull my leg. Don't jerk me around and tell me that you don't have an agenda. People are dumb. Generally speaking, people are not intelligent human beings. They're not intelligent creatures. Okay? When they look at something like that, they read just the headline and they go, ouais, si on n'aime pas Max Pacioretty, tabarnak, il compte pas. Il n'y a pas de cœur. Il n'y a pas de cœur, ce gars-là. Là. Moi, il y a un gars comme Guillaume Latendresse. Là. Shut the fuck up. All right? Congratulations dans les coulisses. You are this week's Jackass of the Week. And I guarantee you will be the Jackass of the Week for many more weeks to come. I'm Andrew Michael Stone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Folks, listen, if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter at Andrew Mike Stone, and just, let's have some fun. Engage with me. Let's talk. I'm here to make you laugh. I'm here to make you think critically. And most of all, I'm here to entertain. So without further ado, please subscribe to the channel. Please like it. Please share it. If you find this entertaining, which I hope you have, share the love. Goodbye.